So if you've been paying attention to anything relating to Destiny 2 lately, you know that Thorn has made its return. Considering my YouTube subs were filled with Thorn videos the day it came out, and I wasn't able to get it on Tuesday, I decided I'd wait a few days, get some time with the gun before I just crank out a video. To be honest, I wasn't nearly excited as everyone else seemed to be when this was announced. I remember the day before the last word came out, they showed the Thorn coming and everyone was talking about Thorn instead of the last word. And I was like, give me the last word. I don't care about Thorn. Maybe because I didn't experience, prime time for Thorn in Destiny 1, but anyway, I wasn't too amped. First, I just want to say a few quick words about the quest to get this piece. I really enjoyed that we were given the option to do most of the quests in the Crucible or doing PvP activities if that's what you wanted for whatever reason. The steps were you need to kill specific guardians, kill warlocks, and then kill titans, and then kill hunters. This game, it was pretty fun. I thought it was kind of like, search and destroy for warlocks and titans, which I knew, I thought it was kind of funny. We were playing with friends and be like, yo, the titan's over here, yo, the warlock's over here, go get him, blah, blah, blah. The hunter step, let's be real, at least half the teams were hunters, like at least 3 on each team were hunters, so getting that done, that was no problem. The penultimate activity involved getting Crucible kills with Void Energy hand cannons, with the most progress granted for precision kill streaks with Void hand cannons. So when I saw how slow this quest step was, I could almost hear the screeching from Guardians across the Solarverse. This was a slow grind for sure. You can get bonus progress for these kills in Comp and Iron Banner, but from what I've heard, it's not necessarily faster, because if you get stuck playing Search and Destroy, the countdown game mode, for like several games in a row, there's fewer kills and it ends up going slower. So I think it kind of works out doing it either way. Anyway, PvE players got their revenge in the final step. The Savathun's song on hard mode, essentially. Tried to solo it. Yikes. I'm sure someone out there will do it just to brag, but I'd rather do that entire void kill thing over again, or at least I could do that solo. I had to wait for people I knew to get up to where I was to then go do it. We even had to call in some LFG dudes, because doing it duo on the final boss, we weren't able to do it. Maybe if we were higher level, maybe, but we were still above the recommended level and it was hard. Okay, so now on to the gun itself. To be honest, I thought Thorn was going to be underwhelming based on how the last word ended up. Not saying the last word was bad, but, I would have liked the original last word. But I knew it wasn't going to be as good as originally it was, but I was hoping it would at least be good enough to take that exotic slot. And to be honest, I was pleasantly surprised. First of all, I thought Thorn was going to be a 140 RPM, but instead it's 150, so that's nice. I'm guessing if it was a 140, it wouldn't be worth using over the Ace of Spades. It is a 3-shot kill like other 140s or 150s, with the addition of, the slight burn damage that Thorn is known for. The new perk was added in where Thorn really gets spicy. Upon a Thorn kill, you get a green orb that drops. When you pick up that orb, you're granted a Soul Devour buff, I believe it's called, which reloads your gun and increases the damage done by the burn, going from 2 damage to 7 damage per tick. This allows you to get a 2-shot kill on some Guardians with low enough resistance, and if you haven't had a chance for a 2-tap Guardian kill, say with Luna's Howl or Not Forgotten or what have you, it's very satisfying, kind of like this. So aside from the exotic perks, the general play with this gun feels really good by itself. The hit detection feels really nice, although I've heard the kick can be a little bit hard on console. I haven't experienced that. Obviously, this is on PC. My biggest surprise is how good the gun feels shooting from the hip. This may be more of a thing for hunters, but I felt like if I got stuck in a sticky situation or a bad place and I had to jump around like House of Pain and shoot from the hip, I was landing a good amount of those shots, which was very nice. The only downside I can really think of is how really slow the reload speed is. But since I run Gunslinger, 6-shooter style, then Chains of Woe kind of helps with this, so it's not even that big of a deal for me. So far, I've only tried pairing this with a sniper rifle, but I've seen, a good number of people using it with shotguns, if that's more of your deal to get up right in everyone's business. And I'm sure a good fusion rifle would match nicely as well. Overall, the Thorn experience has been, much more pleasant than I expected. I was expecting something a little bit lackluster, but it was a nice surprise for me. And, ups to them because, the rest of the expansion with Gambit-based activities, I wasn't too amped. So I'm glad there was a relatively long Crucible quest for an overall, fairly decent gun. So that really kind of helped make this expansion a little bit more worthwhile, in my opinion. And that's really all I have to say about the Thorn at this moment. We're less than a week having it in, so who knows if it's going to be a prevalent thing in the Crucible like we saw with the Ace of Spades. I will say, if you run up against multiple people using it and they're holding hands and just shooting all at one spot, it's not fun to walk into that room where they're all looking at you. So, as more people get it, we'll see kind of how long it's going to stay around. I imagine the first couple of weeks getting poisoned every 2 seconds is going to be fairly annoying. But who knows if that's going to last longer than, a couple weeks. So far, I can say I'll probably be using it for a while, but we'll see what comes along. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you have Thorn? Are you going to be using it? Do you think a lot? Let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.